The Bombay High Court has delivered a strong message to civic authorities across Maharashtra. Bad roads can no longer be excused. In a landmark ruling, the court has directed that ₹6 lakh be paid as compensation to families of those who lost their lives due to potholes or open manholes. Those injured in such incidents will receive between ₹50,000 and ₹2.5 lakh, depending on the severity of their injuries. The ruling comes from a division bench of Justices Revati Mohite Dere and Sandesh D. Patil, who have taken suo motu cognizance of the matter based on a letter written back in 2013 by former Bombay High Court Judge Justice G.S. Patel. His letter had drawn attention to the appalling state of Mumbai's roads, especially during the monsoon, a condition that has not only caused inconvenience to citizens but also claimed numerous lives, particularly those of two-wheeler riders. The court observed that the deaths and injuries from potholes and open manholes have become a regular feature during the rains, year after year. It criticized the civic authorities and contractors for their lack of seriousness, calling the situation a perennial problem that continues despite repeated court orders and assurances. The judges said that it is high time that accountability is fixed not just on contractors but on the civic bodies themselves. The High Court made it clear that compensation is not just about money, it is about enforcing accountability. It stated that payments must be made within 6 to 8 weeks of receiving a claim, failing which senior officials like municipal commissioners, collectors or principal secretaries will be held personally responsible. In fact, once compensation is paid, the amount can later be recovered from the officials or contractors found responsible for the hazard. To ensure enforcement, the court has ordered formation of dedicated committees to investigate every pothole or manhole related death or injury. These committees must convene within 7 days of receiving a report and continue meeting every 15 days, especially during the monsoon, to monitor compliance. They can take up cases suo motu or even act based on media reports and complaints from the public. Police have also been directed to forward details of such accidents to these committees within 48 hours. The court has gone further to establish strict accountability. It has directed that once a pothole is brought to the notice of authorities, it must be repaired within 48 hours. Any delay beyond that will be treated as gross negligence, inviting disciplinary action against the officers or contractors responsible. Reaffirming that the right to safe roads is part of fundamental right to life under Article 21 of the Constitution, the bench emphasized that good roads are essential for living a life of dignity. It said that the failure to provide safe roads is a violation of this right. The judges highlighted that most victims of pothole-related accidents are two-wheeler riders from middle or low-income families, often sole breadwinners. Their loss causes irreparable hardship, both emotional and financial. Therefore, compensation becomes not only a matter of justice, but a necessity. Moreover, the court also pointed out that Mumbai, being the financial capital of India and home to one of the richest municipal corporations in Asia, has no justification for unsafe and crumbling roads. It noted that bad roads not only endanger lives but also affect the city's economy and the financial health of companies that depend on efficient transport. Here are some of the scathing remarks that court passed in its judgment. Despite several orders and judgments being passed by this court, the very same issues concerning potholes, open manholes, resultant deaths and injuries continue every year. The reality is that the condition of the roads continue to deteriorate every monsoon and at places after the very first shower. There can be no justification whatsoever for bad and unsafe roads. Mumbai, being the financial capital of the country, contributes greatly to the revenue of the centre, the state and the civic body. In fact, the MCGM is one of the richest corporations in India. It is the responsibility of the civic authorities and state agencies to provide proper civic amenities, including safe roads, to the tax-paying public. It is not only a responsibility but a duty of the authorities concerned. Deaths and serious injuries caused due to potholes and open manholes have become a regular feature during the monsoon. It is high time that civic authorities, along with contractors entrusted with road maintenance, are held accountable. We find no seriousness on the part of authorities in addressing this perennial problem. Newly constructed roads develop potholes within days of the onset of the monsoon. This clearly indicates poor quality of materials and substandard workmanship in road construction. Good and safe roads are an essential component of a meaningful life. The right to live a dignified and meaningful life under Article 21 includes the right to have roads free from obstructions, dangers or risks. For more news and updates, keep watching Live Mint.